All right, what's up guys? In today's video, I want to talk to you about my secret weapon that I use as an entrepreneur that has nothing to do with marketing, sales, or client delivery. Let's roll the intro and get into it.
People in the city see the movement occurring and say, my God, I want to be in that scene. Damn right you want to be in this scene. She had the video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being in this scene. Bluegrass girl, but she got big dreams. Can't touch me, I got instincts. Locked in the house, but I'm plotting things. I brought a gang to the party with me. 5 white.
All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back here on the YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel, first of all, thank you for joining and tuning in. So first of all, like and subscribe to the channel. So like the video, hit the subscribe button, and most importantly, make sure you turn on post notifications so that you don't miss out on all the new training and content coming soon, just like this one. If you're watching this on Facebook somewhere or Instagram, again, thank you. If you're listening in, this might be a podcast episode as well. So now guys, let's get right into the meat and potatoes of this video. By the way, if you don't know who I am, if this is maybe your first or second time coming across my content, my name is Sebastian Robeck. I run 2 businesses right now. I run an actual advertising agency called HVAC Surge that helps HVAC businesses grow and scale their revenue. And I also run a coaching program that I've been running for about 3 years now called Agency Hypergrowth, where we help advertising agencies and freelance marketing business owners grow and scale their book of business aggressively and profitably, and actually own an agency and not be owned by their agency. So I've been doing this for several years now. I've learned a lot, guys, and in this video I want to share with you what I call my secret weapon as an entrepreneur that allows me to weather all of the storms that are inevitable or inevitably going to come across your way and in your path as an entrepreneur. And it's allowed me to experience some really serious growth in the past 2.5 years. At the time of recording this video right now, July 2021, I'm 23, and guys, I've grown a multiple 7-figure business. We've helped hundreds of private clients. Sure, the sales stuff and how to close and marketing and get more customers and leads and ads and how do you get your clients great results and all that stuff is fantastic. But here's the thing, guys, there's a secret weapon that I think is almost an unfair advantage that I use, and it has nothing to do with me personally. So for context, guys, about maybe 7 years ago at this point, which is kind of crazy to even think about, when I was about 16, 17, I came across Eckhart Tolle. A lot of you guys probably know him. He wrote a book called The Power of Now. Highly recommend it. Probably the greatest book I've personally ever read. It's probably the book that's literally changed my life more than any other book or piece of content or video or anything. Guys, after reading that book, it kind of sent me into the rabbit hole of spirituality and understanding oneself and like who you are and the world, and just kind of almost like an existential crisis in a way. And what that also sent me down the path of, guys, was meditation and meditating. And guys, I've experienced some of the highest of highs in my journey as an entrepreneur. I've experienced some of the lowest of lows. And that is, quite frankly, that's why I'm so qualified to help our clients, is because not necessarily what's in here, but what I've actually experienced, like in my body, in reality, what I've actually been through and made it out of. And guys, my ability to make it through situations and to really stay focused and level-headed and clear as an entrepreneur, the secret weapon that's allowed me to do that, guys, has been meditation. And let me explain to you why. So as an entrepreneur, whether you're an agency owner, a freelancer, or what you're trying to grow a freaking, doesn't matter, an e-com store, a pizza shop, it doesn't matter. As a true entrepreneur, guys, at our core, so much of the time we are scattered. We're all over the place. We're like, we want to do 10, 15, 20 different things at once. Every day there's a new idea. Every day we want to switch things up. Constantly having thoughts, constantly having ideas, constant emotional roller coasters of ups and downs, and no sales today and a bunch of sales tomorrow. And guys, the game of entrepreneurship is a wild one. It's crazy, and it's definitely not for the faint of heart. Now, what meditation has allowed me to do, guys, has really allowed me to almost clear the cobwebs, as I would call it. Clear the cobwebs of the stuff that just builds up as part of your journey, the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, the ideas, the stuff that just kind of consistently builds up day after day. Meditation, guys, for me has been a tool that's allowed me to clear that. Now, when I meditate, just to give you guys a little bit of insight and tactical advice here, I don't necessarily try not to think when I meditate. A lot of people think that that's the purpose of meditation, is to stop thinking. from what I've learned, and I actually have a spiritual teacher who I meet with once a week, and 95% of the time I literally get on a call to meditate with him. It's like what we do. But what I've learned through working with coaches and spiritual teachers and experience as well is that the power in meditation, guys, is not in trying to stop yourself from thinking or clear your thoughts necessarily or clear your mind. It's the practice of watching your thoughts and seeing what's happening inside you, the thoughts, the feelings, everything that comes up. Oh, maybe I should do this, and what am I gonna eat for dinner tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. It's the power and it's the ability to watch those things that are happening inside you as the watcher. So one of the things that, and again, guys, I'm not a spiritual guru, so take what I say for what you will. And if this is too spiritual for you guys, then I guess you could just jump off and go watch the marketing and sales stuff. But this is the real shit. Guys, one of the things Eckhart Tolle talks about in his book is there's the ego, there's our thoughts, our identity, our beliefs, our everything that we think is us. There's those things, and then there's something underneath it, something a bit deeper. It's almost like this collective consciousness, as he calls it. There's the you that's actually allowing, it's the you that is the space that allows those things, the thoughts, the beliefs, all of the egoic stuff to be present inside you. So there's the thoughts that you're having, there's the stuff that's happening internally, and then there's the you that's watching it. And meditation, guys, is the consistent daily practice of getting back into that role of the watcher. And the reason why, guys, that is so powerful is because when you really feel and step into being the watcher of the thoughts and being the watcher of everything that's happening inside you, it allows you to separate you from that stuff. Because then you start to realize, I am actually not my thoughts. I have thoughts, I have feelings, there's things that take place inside me, but I am not those things. Those are not who I am. And so what creates a lot of pain and struggle for us as entrepreneurs and as us as human beings is we have thoughts, we have feelings, and we think that those are who we are. And so we identify with every thought that comes into our head. We identify with every feeling that we have, and we make it mean something, or we make it mean many things, and we get sent down these spirals of, if I'm feeling like shit, then that must mean I'm doing it wrong, and that must mean I'm failing, and that must mean I'm a bad boyfriend, I'm a bad father, I'm a bad this, blah, 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 blah. It's just messy, guys. And meditation, again, allows you to practice being the watcher here and watching all the stuff. So you can be here knowing that there's just this clear consciousness that is a part of everything and everyone, and that is everything, everyone, and everyone essentially. And then there's all the messiness, the craziness, the thoughts, blah, blah. So you can start to watch it and be like, oh, okay, I am having thoughts. There are thoughts that are happening, but I'm not those thoughts. So the thoughts that are saying, I'm not moving fast enough, I should be here, this person's doing this, why am I not there? I should have more money in the bank, I should have more clients, I should have more sales, I should have more leads, and blah, blah, blah. I'm fucking up, I'm not doing the right things, I'm not taking enough action, etc., etc., etc. Oh, so I'm having those thoughts. Interesting. Cool. You could just allow those thoughts to be there. You don't have to make them who you are. You don't have to make them mean anything. And guys, when you do this consistently every single day, there's this almost inexplicable power in that and in that meditative practice. For example, guys, what sparked this video actually was my call with my spiritual teacher yesterday. We meditated for about 35-40 minutes straight, which isn't necessarily anything crazy. I guess it's more than what most people do, but also, there's people who meditate for hours, but comparison is useless. So the point is, I meditated for about 35-40 minutes straight, and I got really deep. And in my meditative practice with my teacher on Zoom, there was a point, maybe 20-25 minutes in, I couldn't tell because I was meditating, to where I just felt this deep internal drop, like it was almost like I'd been meditating, and then I deepened even more into it. And I just remember feeling this massive relief of, I don't know what it was. And it was amazing. And I felt so calm and focused, but focused not in a hyper, almost anxious way, just a clear, calm focus. Like I see everything very clearly. The other thing, guys, the other superpower that comes with meditation is it unlocks your creativity to an entirely different level. So for me, guys, I'm a very creative person. I love creating content. That's why I do it. It allows me to express my creative juices. I love making music, so I'm a big hip hop and rap fan. And if you guys go on my Instagram, you can scroll back to 8, 9, 10 months ago, a year ago. I put up a couple freestyle raps on my Instagram page. I'm not saying I'm the next Drake or Russ, but it's just really fun for me. Like, it's just a really cool creative outlet. And so I'm a creative person in a lot of ways, or I'm not a creative person. Again, see, this is where identity stuff, you get wrapped up in I am this person, but really it's just, I like to express my creativity. It's a difference. So what meditation, guys, creates for me is every time I meditate, I just have these massive aha moments, these ideas, but they're not ideas that come from a place of anxiety. It's like, I gotta do this thing, otherwise I'm gonna fail and blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, this would be fantastic to implement. Oh, this would be a great training to do for clients. Or like, it would just be, I'd be meditating, all of a sudden, boom, there's an ad idea, or boom, there's an idea for an offer, or boom, there's you name it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So not only, guys, does meditation allow you and allow me to watch my thoughts and separate myself from the things that are happening inside me, but it also allows, it also opens up and unlocks the creativity that is ultimately within inside us all. A lot of us think, well, I'm more of an analytical person, and I'm not very creative. It's not true, guys. We all have creativity inside of us. We just don't necessarily all have the means and the ability to access that creativity. Meditation is the pathway and the vehicle to that. It's fucking awesome, guys. It's fucking amazing. So again, guys, that is probably my biggest superpower as an entrepreneur. It's really my secret weapon, I would say, more so than a superpower. It's my secret weapon that I use. If I'm overwhelmed, anxious, etc., I go into meditation. I sit and I get quiet. I just close my eyes. Just sit, close my eyes, and I feel into my body, and just let everything just move through. Guys, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. So for you as an entrepreneur right now watching this, if you're anxious, if you got a lot of thoughts all the time, if you feel like just overwhelmed, constant overwhelm, then I just invite you to even try meditating for 5 minutes. Set your timer for 5 minutes. You don't have to commit to an hour a day. You don't have to commit to an hour in the morning, an hour at night. That's gonna feel like a lot if you've never meditated before, if you don't really do it regularly. Just do 5 minutes. 5 minutes at any point in the day, doesn't matter when. Just feel when there's a good time to do it, and just do it. That's it. I promise you guys, even if you just did 5 minutes a day at any point for a week straight, you'll notice a difference. Just for a week straight, 5 minutes a day. I'm sure you could squeeze in 5 minutes before your Zoom calls, before your sales calls, before your meetings, blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you got 5 minutes in the morning. So, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope this video was insightful. Today, I'm actually batch recording a lot of content, so you're gonna see a lot of videos on this channel over the next couple of days and weeks. I'm probably gonna be wearing the same shirt. You're probably gonna be, why does he always wear the same shirt? Truth be told, guys, I'm just batch recording a bunch of stuff, despite what a lot of content creators and influencers will say, oh, I just, I always make a new video every day, or I just switch my clothes. No, listen, sometimes I just like to create a lot of content in one go, and I ain't gonna change my shirt because I'm not bringing a bunch of clothes around with me, so there you go. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. Now, a couple things before we wrap up here. Again, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and most importantly, there's a couple really cool links in the description. So at the time of recording this, guys, we've got a few products out. We've got the Agency Starter Kit, which is a $7 mini course designed to help you go out and land 2 to 3 new clients within the next 7 to 10 days for your agency. We've also got a lot of cool trainings down in the description below that I think you'll really enjoy. So with that said, guys, go check that stuff out, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.
People in the city see the movement occurring and say, my God, I wanna be in that scene. Damn right you wanna be in this scene. She had the video trying to be in this scene. Used to fantasize about being this scene. Bluegrass girl, but she got big dreams. Can't touch me, I got instincts. Locked in the house, but I'm plotting things. I brought a gang to the party with me. 5 white